be here for breakfast.
I'm going as fast as I can. It's not like I want to get caught doing this.
The hotel's full of CCTVs. They'll get used to 2 more.
Staff room and the kitchen are different, Rock. They're going to hate this.
Orders are orders.
So what happened then? When you visited Jill?
She looked pretty grim, but then she would after what she's been through.
Yeah, that's true.
Dad, do you think this is all right for an audition piece? I got it out of the library.
Tennessee Williams. It's a bit old for you, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh, Scott, please go and get dressed. You're late to school. Thank you. So what about this daughter of hers?
Sarah Jane. Yeah, she was there.
Well,
Well, what?
what's she like?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you took her to the hospital, didn't you?
Yeah.
Blonde, blue eyes, brown hair.
Blonde, like her mother.
Oh, so she's attractive then, is she?
Yeah. If you think Jill Harvey's attractive.
Apparently the doctors say you can go home.
Thank you for getting here so early. It's really thoughtful of you. Where did you stay?
You don't have to worry about that.
Now I feel responsible. I mean, you came all this way.
I found a B&B.
Oh. The Russell should have put you up at Crossroads. Said I wouldn't expect anything better from them. Oh, it's lovely to see you. I'm sorry I put you through all this. What a terrible way for us to meet after all these years.
What exactly happened? Was it an accident?
I called at your flat. Why didn't you want to see me? And who is that young man? The one who opened the door to me?
He's just a friend.
We've so much time to catch up on. Where you've been and what you've been doing. My daughter has grown up into a beautiful young woman. And I hardly know her. I've obviously hurt you very much. I'm sorry.
Why do you keep saying sorry? I'm here now, aren't I?
Good morning.
Morning.
Guest 128 didn't get his paper this morning.
Oh, well, it's down here. Our thief's probably taken it.
All the more reason to be careful where you put that.
Well, Bina reckons she knows who the thief is.
Who?
Have we organised Wendy's leaving do yet?
Who does Bina think it is?
Well, who's new around here?
Now, wait a minute.
Well, don't have a go at me. It's not me who thinks it.
Bina's got a point.
Well, the extra cameras will soon prove she's wrong.
What extra cameras?
Ah, well, if I say where they are, people will only avoid them, and that'll defeat the object. So what have we done about this leaving do for Wendy, and who's taking her place?
Oh, well, frankly, there's no one on staff capable. And Mr. Russell has advertised for a housekeeper in a paper. Well, who knows what kind of replacement they're going to dredge up.
Well, if anyone's replacing her, that's surely got to be Doris.
Doris?
What's wrong with that?
Promotion? At her age? Oh.
Where's room 314's order?
Ask Minty.
I'm not talking to him.
Don't worry about him. We tried it on with one of the Irish lot and it backfired.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't get blown out by Mandy.
Ah, no, that's where you're wrong, because I haven't given up yet. You got a girlfriend, Phil?
I haven't got the time. Yeah? What's keeping you so busy, then?
Shut it, all right?
Oh, what?
Oh, you two, pack it in.
You won't believe it, but they've only gone and put extra CCTVs everywhere because of all this thieving.
Hi, Mick. At the hospital. I decided to stay over. I got a B&B. Mick, I can look after myself. I'm in a hospital. I have to switch it off. Well, why else would I be here? Well, she is my mother, isn't she? I'm not sure I am coming home. Mick, I told you. The next time the police came knocking on the door, I was out of there. No way. Forget it. I'm not coming back. Mick, it's your problem. You leave me out of it.
Hello, love. How are you feeling?
Better.
Dirty deeds.
Oh, Doris, that's lovely.
I don't know what you've been through.
Are they all talking about it at Crossroads?
Well, they're concerned, of course. And there's a lot of gossip.
Nice to see you, Doris. It's good to see an old familiar face.
Oh, it's good to see you too.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, you'll be all right. You'll never guess what. Wendy's retiring. Well, she's the housekeeper at the hotel. And as I'm one of the longest serving employees there, I should be in with a good chance for that job.
Well, I wouldn't count on it. Those Russells, they're not exactly straight, you know. I would be careful if I were you. Look at the way they've treated me. Oh, Sarah Jane. Do you remember Doris?
Oh, my goodness, is this Sarah Jane? Last time I saw you, you were only this high.
That's a long time ago.
Happy days?
Happy? That's not how I remember them.
That's no way to talk to your mother.
Beg your pardon?
Your mother's been through a terrible experience.
I'll leave now, shall I?
No, Sarah Jane, please, don't go.
Oh, no.
Doris, do you mind?
I'm sorry. I've got to be getting back anyway.
I'd better organise a taxi to get you back to the hotel.
Will you come with me?
Yeah, why not?
Kills the art of conversation, that thing.
Not to mention your appetite.
It's only till they catch the thief, isn't it?
Who knows, Mandy? You'd have thought that I mentioned something at the staff meeting.
Didn't have one. It was cancelled.
Do you know, this is like being taken over by the Gestapo.
You mean that bunch of prats that call themselves management?
Big Brother.
Well, they think they can spy on us, do they? Here's what I think of them.
What's going on? Billy threw a tea towel at the CCTV. Poor Rocky.
I'll see you later.
You need to be put down, you do.
You can't help it.
At least you can. Why don't you get with Des? At least it'll take the money for what you can't have. She's right. I mean, what's wrong with Des?
How would you like it, being asked out on the rebound from Bina? It's insulting.
No, it's not. It's insulting for Bina.
How'd you work that one out?
Well, he wants her for one thing. They all do. See, with you, it would be different.
Yeah, right on, Mrs. Russell. I'll
Doris,
just do this.
sorry, Rocky. Can I have a word? I believe you've been to see Jill.
Yes. But I went in my own time. I was owed 2 hours.
That's not why I'm asking. Well, how is she?
She's been through the wars, poor love.
But the doctors think she'll be all right?
I reckon so. Mrs. Harvey's a fighter. She always has been.
We're rooting for her. I hope she knows that.
I'd better be getting back to the laundry.
Look, I don't want you to think that we put undue pressure on her or anything to leave. I mean, you know me better than that, don't you?
She feels she's been hard done by. That's all I know.
Don't let that affect your own opinion of us. We think very highly of you. You're one of our most valued employees.
Thank you, Mrs. Russell.
No, thank you.
Right. One day that man will go too far and Mrs. Russell will have had enough. And I, for one, won't be sorry to see him go.
If it was Billy.
Ah, nobody else would dare.
Haven't you gone too far with all this security?
No, not with a thief around. Doesn't worry you, does it, lad?
Why? Are you accusing me of something?
No, of course not. I phoned that firm you told me about the other day.
And?
I asked them for a reference. They sent me this fax saying they'd never heard of you.
I was only a temp. They don't always keep records of temps, do they? I wasn't lying.
Well, I hope you're not, lad. Because I'm putting my neck on the line for you. Just remember that.
Yes,
yes, I've got it. I'll make sure one's sent out to you in the post. Thank you. Bye-bye.
How's it going, Virginia?
Oh, fine. Lots of calls about the housekeeper's post.
Oh, good. See Jake about those. That's his department.
Oh, Billy's looking for you. And whatever it is, he doesn't look very pleased.
Anything else?
And,
Yes,
hello, Crossroads Hotel.
I hear Jill's on the mend.
Is she?
She's not unconscious anymore.
Good.
Apparently her daughter's by her bedside, Sarah Jane. What do you make of her?
Patrick?
Yes, Billy. What's your problem?
What are you playing at?
Excuse me?
If you're going to treat me like a 5-year-old, I'm going to act like one.
Billy, what are you talking about?
I suppose that's why the staff meeting was cancelled. You didn't have the guts to discuss it. Thought you could just sneak it in through the back door. Well, I'm not standing for it.
Virginia, have you any idea what he's talking about?
I think he means CCTVs.
Well, what about them?
What about them? They're a breach of our basic human rights, and I'm not standing for it.
Billy, those cameras have been in place for years.
And you just thought you could sneak a few more in without us noticing, did you? Oh, those knives must be very sharp. Stick a camera in the kitchen. Make sure Billy doesn't cut himself.
Are you telling me there's a new camera in the kitchen?
And the staff room.
Well, who put them there?
That's exactly what I'd like to know.
Yeah, OK. Leave it with me. I'll sort it out.
Just get rid of them before I do. Well, that's told them.
There are only cameras, Billy. Anyone would think you got something to hide.
Bradley,
I won't be a minute.
if management come down here and catch you wasting time...
It's the only place with any privacy left.
What do you mean?
I've had to spend the whole morning putting up extra CCTV cameras. There's one in the staff room now.
Whew, that should go down well.
Yeah, they're determined to catch this thief, you know. There'll be one in here next.
Well, there's nothing worth stealing in this place.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for an audition piece for Daniel, for his school play.
Why is it your worry? What about Tom?
He's not got the time. I said I'd help out.
Yes, well, as long as he doesn't take advantage of you.
Auntie Doris, Tom's not like that.
I know he's a friend of yours, but these things can get out of hand. When are you going to settle down and get yourself a nice girl?
So when's Wendy leaving?
Next week.
They got anyone to replace her yet?
Well, I was going to ask you about that.
Oh, yeah?
Do you think I should apply for the position?
Yeah, why not? What's the matter?
It's the Russells, the way they've treated Mrs. Harvey. They wanted her out, not exactly loyal, are they?
You'd make a great housekeeper, Auntie Doris. And management know that.
Really? Perhaps they think I'm past my sell-by date.
Rubbish.
On the other hand, if they get somebody in and they don't like me, either way I could be kicked out.
Now stop this. You'll be fine. Apply for the job. In my book, you're a dead cert.
You're only saying that.
Jill, you're back.
Disappointed?
How are you?
Do you really care?
Of course.
Do I still have a room here?
Of course. Till you're fully recovered.
My daughter will take care of me. Thank you.
Careful, Mom.
Oh, Mr. Booth.
Yes, Virginia.
May I have a little word? It's about the new cameras. I'm not the one that's complaining, you understand. But I thought you should know that the staff are getting quite het up about it.
I'm sorry, Virginia. You're going to have to run that by me again.
Rocky's installed cameras into the kitchen and the staff room. I'm sorry. I thought you knew all about this.
Who gave him permission?
I think he said it was Mr. Russell.
Do you reckon he fancies me?
Why don't you ask him? Phil, do you fancy me?
Shush, I can't do that. I might ask him out again, though.
You didn't make a very good job of it last time.
I was nervous.
If you want to go making a fool of yourself, it's up to you.
Careful. I don't want to be left on my lonesome while you're off gallivanting with Greg.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, but he is. I'd go for it. He's loaded.
You're unbelievable sometimes.
Here you go. All right.
Going already? I thought you might like to join us.
Sorry, Chloe, I've got work to do.
I'm going to do Star Wars, a bit where Darth Vader dies.
Aren't you nervous?
Not really. I want to get the part, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't think I will.
Well, if you don't try, you won't know.
I suppose.
I bet your dad would be impressed.
I think it was brilliant.
And do something about it.
When I'm a little bit stronger, we can go out and have lunch together, catch up on everything.
Where do your night things go?
Oh, darling, leave those. They're not important. I want to talk to you. We've so much to catch up on. Sit down.
You're making all these plans. It's just...
Well, I feel like I'm a child again, as if I've got a new friend. We can do so much together.
You're assuming I'm staying?
Well, aren't you?
I've got a place at the B&B.
Oh, darling, don't be silly. We can make do. There's plenty of room here. Look, I need you. I don't know what I'd have done if you hadn't have been here for me.
Mom, I do have my own life.
And I want to know all about it. I mean, it's not as if we've been in touch the last few years. I've hardly seen you since you were 8 years old.
And that's my fault.
No, please, let's not go into all that. Let's just enjoy being together. Oh, if it's this man of yours you're worried about...
No, I'm not.
I could always phone him, tell him how much I need you here. I mean, he'll understand, won't he?
I told you, I'm not worried about him.
So you'll stay?
Tonight, okay.
Well, at least a couple of days, darling.
I'll need to pick up my things from the B&B.
I was only carrying out orders.
Whose orders?
Mr. Russell told me to step up security.
What does that mean, Rocky?
Find the thief using whatever means necessary.
He said that, did he?
Well, not exactly.
Maybe he meant a few extra patrols, or maybe even given that dog of yours a bit of exercise.
Maybe.
Oh, well, no, you don't do the obvious. You go sticking expensive equipment around the place. Didn't it occur to you that you might upset every member of staff in the hotel?
We're only talking about a couple of extra cameras.
For heaven's sake, use your head, Rocky. This is petty thieving we're talking about. Vigilance is all we need.
So what do you want me to do?
Get rid of them. Do you know what's been going on?
I've heard.
Why didn't you talk to me about it? At least I'd have given him exact instructions. Have you any idea how much those things cost?
I am aware of that. Calm down, I'll talk to it.
There's no need, I've dealt with it. They're coming down. The man's a fool.
Don't take it out on Rocky. And I would have preferred it if you left it to me to sort this out.
And what do you mean by that?
This is my hotel. Or had you forgotten?
Sorry, Mr. Russell. I just thought if we're going to stop this thief, I mean, he could be anywhere. It's either we take our own measures or we call in the police. I know you don't want that.
It was wrong of you to do this without clearing it with me. But it's done now. The minute he's caught, I want those cameras down.
They need removing now.
Understood, Rocky?
Yes, Mr. Russell.
Thank you, darling. Oh, what would I have done without you?
You've managed so far.
Hello. Hello, Jill. Glad to have you back. Oh, we weren't expecting you so soon. How are you? As well as can be expected, under the circumstances.
If there's anything that either of you need, don't be afraid to ask.
It's very kind of you.
Not at all, and you're welcome to stay at Crossroads as long as it's necessary.
Don't worry. I intend to.
Just as long as you don't try the same thing again.
Not much love lost there.
Oh, well, a bunch of hypocrites.
So what did she mean, don't try the same thing again?
No idea.
What are you doing here? You scared the life out of me.
I was just wondering if you'd change your mind
About what?
about a date.
You shouldn't be up here.
Excuse me, have you guys seen Phil anywhere?
No.
Actually, could you just help me out for a second?
What is it?
Well, I'm trying to ask her out on a date, but...
Stop it.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done.
Oh,
All
go
I want to do
on.
is take her to see a film.
Oh, go on, give the boy a break. It's only a night out. You found him? No. I don't know why you're bothering.
What are you doing in there?
Checking everything's all right.
I didn't hear you knock. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You own this place.
Come on, that's not necessary.
Really? I thought you enjoyed pulling rank.
You don't handle people well. That's all I meant.
If you mean by handling people well, giving way to them all the time, then no, I don't.
Jake, we both know how much this kind of fighting hurts your mother. For Kate's sake, let's just call a truce, eh?
Is everything all right?
Yeah. Just leaving.
What was all that about?
The sooner I get some control over this hotel, the better.
Well, you'll be pleased to hear that Jill's back, so you can ask her again about buying her share.
It may not be that simple.
Why not? She's broke, she needs the money.
I don't think she quite sees it like that.
Well, how's she going to pay her way here? You said it before, Jake, we are not a charity.
I'm working on it.
Well, if anyone can handle Jill Harvey, it's you.
Try telling Patrick that.
But what if it goes wrong? What if they do bring up about my age?
You're just being silly. Bina, I want you to go up to Mrs. Harvey's room, see if she needs anything.
Why can't you just phone and ask her?
Personal service. Anything she wants on the house, and make sure she knows I sent you.
Go and ask him now. Go on. And look confident.
Mr. Booth, it's about the housekeeper's job.
Speak to Virginia about it, will you?
I'd like a form for the housekeeper's job, please, Virginia.
You are applying for it, are you?
Well, yes, that was the idea.
A bit late in life for a career change, isn't it, Doris?
Well, she needs me here. Look, I'm staying here, and that's the end of it.
Leaving already?
No, just sorting out the rest of my life.
Well, what does that mean?
It means I'm going to be staying a bit longer. Mother's insisting I stay with her. Unless you have any objections, of course.
No objection at all. In fact, I'm looking forward to getting to know you better.
Tonight, see the big match live at 5 to 6, then Emmerdale at the later time of 8 o'clock, followed by Coronation Street at 8:30.
And after Corrie, a far cry from Home Sweep Home, Houses from Hell at 9.